Hello, Power People, and back to another weekly leak. This week we are going back to 7 length walls using 7 length land grant, 7 length fetcher, generous sense, and sago whitelings. Uh, the major change the list with respect to the past is that wanted to have a second Orochi, but I also did not want to have to cut anything more than one of the winding ways that I ate. So we are playing 61 today. Let's see how we fare, how many mulligans we will have. We will have, of course, multiple ones, but we should have a lot of land draws, let's call them this way. Why we do this? Because in the last part of the week on Magic Online, there was really a surge of red decks. There are at least 3 different mono-red variations. The, let's say, Bushwalker one, the, let's call it classical Fingerburn, and then a version which is a sort of ping madness burn and multiple interaction. All of these require different strategies, but all of them require a lot of life gain, and all the 7 creatures that give us length also give us life. Uh, Due to that, of course, we are still playing the Scholar. Sideboard-wise, we are trying to change something once again. The main thing is we try to play Weather the Storm against this plethora of red decks. When we are going to bring in the weathers, we are actually going to side out the winding ways as a first trial. I'm not sure. Historically, in the past, weather has never worked well with walls, but in this case, we might try it in order to, gain bunches of life that should allow us to play our plan, which against this deck could not necessarily be the combo, but could be beat down with the life-gaining creatures. Uh, then, always in the last couple of days, a lot of affinity and various artifact decks popped out. So we are going to play a couple of Masked Vandals once again. Then we have a white package, which is created by 2 Benevolent Bodyguards, which are the sort of catch-all but are important against especially blue, both Terror and especially Fairies, because they can, let's say, solve their interaction, which often is enchantments they put on our creatures. Then we are trying 1 Crimson and 1 Obsidian. The Obsidian might be weird. We don't see much black, but just in case. While the Crimson should be good against all the Barn variants and Affinity. 2 Hydro against Krark and the Pinger. Then the classical Mirror Crab against the blue decks or combo decks. 1 Fairy Macabre, which is good to be tutored against the Lotlet Giant decks. And the standard 2 Scattershots, which are very good against quite a lot of decks. Namely, or most importantly, of course, MonoU Faeries and various Fairies matchup, but also Terror to take down Delver, but also Black-Red Madness. So this ends the deck tech. Let's see how we are going to fare in this league. And see you all in match 1. Match 1 against the Digital Fiacca. We won the die roll. Let's see what we play against. Tempting hand, but with Mulligan. This is reasonably better. Unfortunately, we will put down the Orochi. Okay, some form of spy, most likely. So it should be a race. Being on the play for us is very good, but we need to find something reasonably fast. Let's see what they are on. Oh, so this is most likely some mid-range variant. We should have some time. Here we just play Axebane. Next turn we can do Axebane into double lead, unless we draw something better. Yeah, indeed is some form of giant spy. They are not too far to kill us, to be honest. We go first lead, because this leaves us with a little more mana. Unfortunately, we draw a lot of good things, but nothing to, let's say, immediately win. So we are just going to flood the board. We hope we don't die. We might actually play this Sagu, but if we play this Sagu, we need to then block with 3 creatures, including this Sagu, which is something that we can actually do. Yeah, let's try it. If they have the spy kill, we are dead anyhow. Depends if they have the 6th land in hand or not, and of course the spy as well. Now, they could have any kind of land cycle or things to get the last land. Commune with nature. They find the spy. If they have the land, we are dead. Indeed, we didn't have the kill turn 4. Here is land. They have 1 lotlet in hand, but this, it's... oh, they miss, though. The 3rd creature. I don't know if there is a line where they can win without mana and a 2nd creature on the board before casting the spy. Indeed, they are forced to lead. And they find only 1 card. Really unfortunate for them. Now it's not clear why we see so many of these. Okay, 1 is spy, 1 is probably Sagu that often appears double, because I think it counts as double spell. Now here, yeah, we just don't block. We should be okay. If we aren't, we deserve to lose. Okay, so here we will first of all get infinite mana. Hoping they do not have snuff out. I cannot remember actually if they played removal main, but I think not. We get I cannot see it. For freed. And now, lottery time. We have many outs, to be honest, but you never know. And we have it. We actually get double kill. So here we play so defenders just to go faster. We keep one in hand, get our scholar, and I hope they are going to concede now. They don't, so we create 10 mana per iteration. Okay, they concede. They were close, but indeed for them to win turn 4, they need a Sakura, a land, an additional creature, which is not something super easy. So right now what we are going to side in, I think, are just the crab and the fiery macabre. I don't know if we could try to get a lot of life. For the moment we just go, we say, with a standard tactic. We remove one Sagu and the third path, just because they are relatively slow. Okay, here we have a reasonable hand with a reasonably likely turn for kill. They have, they don't have stubble. Okay, they don't have much going on, to be honest. So we do our own land grant to forest. They have the bubbles. Here we cannot do much. We aim at winning turn 4. I forgot about mesmerics. We could indeed. Oh no, we don't have them anymore. The Mog fanatics. Yeah, so it's fine. This is not a big issue. They are going to take the winding way. They have only 4 cards in hand now. I lost what they actually have or not. Oh, this is not bad. They removed the wine. Okay. Here I just play the winding way, hoping to hit multiple things. And we do hit multiple nothings. Okay, so we get the land. They have a lot of stuff. I don't know exactly what is in their hand anymore. They have two cards only. One of them is for sure the giant. The other one might be an ant, but I'm not sure. Here we are emptying once again. We are forced to get an Axebane, but I don't want to play it now because I want to have the Mirror Crab open. If we are not wrong, they have only these two cards in hand. Find the lead that in any case won't allow them to discard the Lotlet. And they have only mana, and I don't know if they have possibly still one land in the deck. They bubble the Exhume. They play another bubble and a Vandal if they want to kill our drawbridge. That's more than fine. So now I'm not sure what they have in hand about. So probably at least two cards here. We keep drawing not super nice cards. We just play these and pass. Keeping the wall in hand just in case of a potential ripping line. Bubble once again. They have two unknowns in hand. Okay. I don't really know if I care about this stuff. Okay, we miss one piece. Let's try to force them to try to go for it, just in order to grab them. Okay. Ah, this is very, very bad. But now I think we can grab them because they had no idea to play around. Oh, cancel. Oh, I think we can let it resolve. I hope I don't misplay and there is some line with zero mana that they can do stuff. Because now they can only assume. And I think we just counter that. Now they should hopefully die. And they conceded. Okay, we are one up. We were reasonably lucky, I would say, to draw our one off crab, but we play around it most of game two. Let's see what we were going to draw. Winding way into nothing. Okay, we are one up. Match 2 on the draw against Get Stand 4K. Here we have a good hand. Turn 1 we will most likely complicate the matchup. We will for sure cycle the ant. The second hand we am at playing it. Next turn we will go overgrown. Let's see how much damage they can do to us. Not too much, which is very good. So now we are very close to having the kill. We are one defender away, in theory, or one kill card away. Of course, we are not going to block. Good side is they're looking land for lands, or they have only tapped once in hand. And indeed, they can play only one of the halves of the vein they had in hand. So we go to 15 with next turn an active Sneaky Snacker, which is not super scary, especially if they don't play that. They had the land, okay, but of course they didn't have the black land apparently. Are they shy shooting us? Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is reasonably good. They most likely are going to kill the Axebane. But our, let's say, secret evil plan is still Orochi, più these two cards, but we need to draw something reasonably fast. They have the mandatory Fiery Temper. Axebane dies, which is more than okay. Here we are going to block. If they want to kill it, it's fine. Okay, here, what do we do? Do we reveal the land grant? I think we do. In this way, we have hand and the life gain open without too many shenanigans. We could have had also without the showing a hand, but you never know what they are now going to play around or not play around. Vampire's case is fine. Here we are going anyhow to gain the life because they cannot kill us immediately. We go back to 10 and we find the fourth defender. Here we are getting the secret door. So now the trick is to actually play Galvanic Alchemist before. Ah, we miss one mana. Uh, before making a mistake. Uh, okay, so if we lose, it's well deserved. Oh man, I miscounted. Now they could kill some of our walls, but yeah, I didn't count the mana needed to cast Orochi. We have a reasonable life total, so it is relatively unlikely for them with 4 cards in hand and 3 mana only on the board to do 10 damages. We are forced to block if they attack, which is not really super nice, but okay. Grab the prize, I think. Oh, no. Oh, the big dragon. What do they discard? A kitchen imp? More than 5. Let's see if they found the land. They did, but it's untapped. It tapped, so we win. Even though we misplayed a little. Okay, so here we just play our Orochi. We untap once with a secret door, and then we untap once, play one new way, or they consider. Okay, here it was more or less okay. They had a sort of a slow hand, and we misplayed. So now we can try this new sideboard technique. So we have the scatter shots, these, and possibly this. Now for sure we are removing the winding ways. Then I think we can remove third path, one drift. I don't think we really need this. Let's try in this way to see if it works. Oh, we mulligan, but it's very, very tempting. Okay, this is good, although they will know we have weather, but we don't care about it. We are going to play it relatively aggressively since we have multiple weathers in our deck. Actually, we don't need recycle. Ah, okay, that's good. I didn't realize it automatically opens up the possibility. So here we are going to land grab next turn. because in that way we land grant into Axebane into weather. This is less ideal. So we kind of keep the plan. Let's see if they kill the Axebane as well. Next turn we are going to gain anyhow 9 lives. Here they find the Fiery Temper, but they are forced to drop the Alms. Oh no, they have both. Okay, but they don't seem, or they don't even have the mana. Okay. I think here we just go for 12 lives, even though we are going to lose most likely the Orochi. We just get back to a reasonable life total, and we have lead for next turn with 5 mana on board. Let's see if they kill the Orochi. They play the dragon. So they attack us very, very fast. Okay, here we are just going lead into quite a bit of good stuff. And I think they have to kill the archer. Which in any case will allow us to play the end. So this can be 6 damages. We go to 14. The dragon is scary. Okay, so here we just play our friend the ant. We hope they do not have the other confession. Next turn, depending on what they do, we might gain 3 life and play Axebane or play the other hand. I will decide based on how many life point I have left. Okay, they did loot in a relatively passive way. So for the moment it seems that we are going to actually play Ant into open 3 life. I don't think they are going to attack right now. They might play Fateless looting from the graveyard. We really need our Quirion to survive. We hope they don't see our Quirion dependency. They do attack. So we block the dragon. Pump it, which is more than 5 for me. Then they are most likely going to try to kill the ant. Okay. I think we gain 3 lives now and play the other ant next turn. And we attack. Vampire's Kiss. Now it would be nice if they kill Arquirium, but they keep aiming at our life total, basically without losing cards in hand. We are back to 10. We would really love to draw another weather. So now we are at 7, virtually 10. They have 2 cards in hand. Let's see what they... Okay, they keep going to the face. And we draw not such an exciting card, to be honest. We didn't play the land, so we can attack with the ant. Untap it and replay and play the Axebane. We miss a lot of things to kill. They grab. We are at 8, virtually 6. Depends on how many. We didn't draw much life gain. Well, 1 weather and 2 ants. Oh, this is unexpected, and means also we are most likely dead. Grab the Prize is really an incredible card for Madness. So we go to 2 and most likely die. They basically didn't play a single bolt this game. Now we need to draw something. Please, something. This is not something. We are dead. So even though we gained 18 life, we lost. We had not amazing draws. I think we keep it as it is. I was just wondering about the third path, but I think it's too slow because we have we removed 4 card drawing cards, but the plan kind of worked. They had a very good hand, very little amount of land thrown. Here we mulligan to at least 5. These hands are terrible, so this might mean we will face our first loss. They keep 7 and we have a good one. So we land grant. That turn 2 confession really killed us last game. Into Sagu. We get our island. Next turn we will go Overgrown, then Saruli Quirion, and we need to find something. Be it a weather or something better. Okay, we keep removing lands from the deck, which is not bad. We are basically recovering from the mulligan. Okay, the thing is they had a very slow hand. The bad thing is that we don't have much going on. Here we'll keep the Quirion in hand, just in case. There's basically no point in playing it now or later. We need to find something soon. We have 10 tutors. We can play any of the card draw spells. They are probably going to kill both our Sarulis, which actually put us in a very bad position. I really hate grab the prize. It is 2 damage to us. They kill our last Saruli, and we are left with basically nothing against the full grip, which is okayish considering they had Chawi Mulligan to 5 on the play. Now, most likely also the Axeman will die. We have 10, let's say, card draw spells / tutors, 10 life gain cards. So let's say we are around 40% of drawing something reasonable. Let's see if they kill the Axeman. I don't know why opponents play always so incredibly slow. Possibly thinking they are going to tilt us, but I don't think this is the case. Okay, we knew you had it. We unfortunately find the end one turn too late. Actually, I should have played the Quirion before, just in this case, but I didn't think about it. Let's see if they kill also the Quirion. If they don't, we might have a little bit of breathing room. If they do, we are going to be cycling the end. They even play dress. I mean, they play an amount of non-optimal cards, which are very good against us, I think. Now they kill, of course, the third lightning bolt, to be noted. Anyhow, we drew one of the life gain cards before. So here we get the mana, but we need something else. In any case, it's 5 mana, so even if we draw the drift, we cannot do much with it immediately. So we play actually the Orochi. They are afraid of our weathers, but I want them to kill our creatures. Let's see if they have the 5th bolt. We are most likely very dead on this game. We get another Axebane, but it could be we are just dead. We're at 5, they can have anything to deal us 5 damages. We find a good nothing. Uh, 3, 6, 9, so we just gain 1 life. But it doesn't matter, we are dead. We lost this match in a very annoying way, but it could be that the plan is wrong against this deck. They were very lucky game 2, but it might be that Weather the Storm is not worth it against this kind of deck, which was always my impression, but I just want to try something due to the amount of red it's around nowadays. Of course, they can kill us, but they really like their sensation of power, I think, because we have nothing in hand. So they cannot kill us only if they have 4 lands in hand. And our luck is really amazing. So what we are going to do is to pretend we have a weather. No, we cannot pretend it in this way. And we die. Actually, we concede. So we lost very, very badly against a complicated matchup. So I don't know if we misplayed significantly. Yeah, for sure, game 2. Our plan was kind of working, but they drew amazingly well. But it could be that our plan was wrong. 1-1. Match 3 against Jux Gobbo. That was like he's an Italian guy. and we get our first only island in unplayable hand. Also, opponent is mulliganing. This one is okay. We will just put down the third path because it's by far the slowest card in our hand. And surprise, surprise, we are actually against actual goblins. So the names check out, really. Okay, they want to do 8 damages to us, which is fine. Here we are going to play relatively safe. They are good. They definitely are good. Let's see if they want to kill our stuff. We will, of course, just block. They could or try to kill our walls or try to, let's say, increase the amount of damages that passes through, putting us at 2. I could have blocked this ladder, but they actually take it slow. So right now, we are going to Axby and play and into this. We use it already into 3 lives. Okay. I don't know if they're going to attack anyhow. They do, but correctly, only with creatures which are expendable. They are going to probably. I thought they were just doing also damage with this one. They didn't. Now we need to draw something. This is definitely not something. So let's see what we get from the lead. An amazing amount of nothing. So this league still is very, very bad for us because we only 2 cards and nothing important. We are at a virtual 4, 3. We need to block everything. They don't attack. We have another chance. Let's see. Okay. Here we have the kill through the reaping line. Here we go for the freed. They cannot do anything about it. And apparently they want us to play it out, which is okay. So, okay, they concede. Okay, this was very close. Our deck should be reasonably good against theirs. So here we have an incredible amount of things we can play, which are all of the cards that you see here. I think what I'm going to play are these three and the weathers. To do that, I'm removing once again the winding ways. Tuck tuck, I freed. And the third path. Okay, we have a good hand. We will get the island and a forest turn one. Actually not. We will just get the island turn one. Turn two, we are going to play the secret door and possibly pay for the land grant. We have 7 lands, but drew all of them at the wrong moment. So here we just keep getting lands out of the deck because now we need to survive. Because the blast runner is going to create quite a bit of damage. They played, I mean, when the red decks play cards that slow them down in their own plan, it's really something that I don't understand. Here we are taking 4 damages. Could be that we take 8 damages if they have the partial. Okay, so they really are aggressive. So this is quite a bit of damage. What we are doing is to multiply blockers. We might be dead next turn, but we will try anyhow. They have the Bushwalker that I think is not killing us, but it's close to. Let's see if they suck. They do not. So what we are going to do is just to block. Let's see if what they want to do. They can kill these easily and make 5 damages to us. They could theoretically do a little more. So this is most likely what they're going to do. 5 damage to us and kill this roll. That gives us another turn, and we really want a weather. And we really don't find it. So we are going to lead. Let's see what we find with the lead. Quite a bit of nothing. I think we are just dead. Oh yeah, we are dead. Let's try the plan, but I'm not really convinced anymore about the weathers. The hydroblast could be important here, but it's very difficult for us to draw them. Let's hope that being on the play and having a reasonable hand is enough. So indeed, we are on the play with a reasonable hand. We have multiple blockers. We could must Vandal, even though I didn't see many artifacts played by opponent, but is playing, I will tell it, Tomb Raider. So that means he should have some form of artifacts. Here this is fine. We will just play Crashing Drawbridge. Here we are just going to block always. Now is the artifact. 2 Tomb Raiders, which is more than okay. Funny thing is that we need mana. We always flooded. Right now we are just missing mana. Yes. The only good thing is that we have an additional blocker and or a weather open. If they somehow manage to do something scary. A highway robbery, okay. I don't think they are going to attack. Here we find the land. We actually play the lead since we have a reasonable life total. And we find a lot of good things. We are unfortunately dropping the Vandal because technically we might have the kill next turn. I don't know if they also play Fire Blast. That could wreck us. Here they are going to cast from Push rockets, okay. Sacrifice, I could sacrifice single land here. We are blocking only with the Mast Vandal. Let's see if they play from plot. They don't. Okay. So right now we should. Oh, okay. This is good. So what we are going to do is to gain a bazillion of life this turn. If they want to fire blast, there is welcome. Ah, I consider. One consider. Okay. We had a good end, and they were a mediocre one. So we are up where we are 2-1, and we were able to beat Goblins, which is a non-trivial matchup. See you in round 4. Welcome back. We are in match 4 against X Daddy. We are on the play. We once again have to mulligan to at least 5, which is something that opens, of course, playing only 10 lengths, but should not actually happen so frequently. Here we just try to go aggressive. We are once again against Madras Barn. So we have everything. We need the one defender. Let's hope they tap out a little. We do get the defender, but this is most likely not going to survive. If it does, we have the win. But I really doubt it will. Okay. We have another chance to draw something good. Well, we do. Let's see if they have another bar spell. Fiery Temper? No. Ah, this is the version with Gulf Blast. Okay, so now the thing is, yes, we play around both. So we won in a sort of unexpected way. With opponent being very unlucky. Here we are going. Oh, I misclicked. Opponent is saying something which most likely he is related to our skill or supposed drawing skill, I guess. our friends from Brazil can tell us, which I doubt is going to be very, very nice. We were lucky indeed. We also mulliganed to 5. They did not find a second bolt in a lot of cards, so it's correct. We were lucky. Or mostly they were unlucky. Or if they had the bolt, we just played it correctly. They are going to make us click for a few minutes, which is something that is not really causing us a big problem. We need to do this loop additional 17 times. I misclicked, so I lost probably 1 second or so. I'm not talking too much, just try not to misclick again. We still have the query available for tapping in case we do mess up, but I would prefer not to. You see the loop is quite straightforward, with generates 4 mana with 2 untaps, which is exactly what is needed to untap once more, do 1 damage, and then restart the cycle. So it's reasonably fast, and we cannot really complain having been so lucky this game. Today it seems to be the Madness Spy day. I checked before the league results, and there were already multiple Madness Spy 5-0ing, which is weird because they were not around very much lately. On the other hand, the last couple of days there was a sea of mono red, and I presume this is preying on mono red due to all the incidental life gain they have and still being able to kill all the pingers, etc. So we are 5 points away. Opponent is not happy and not super sportsmanlike, even though we can think we might have to possibly time out. Which is usually not really what happens to me. We still will have probably almost 18 minutes left. I do everything. Voila. So we win game 1 reasonably due to luck and unluck of opponent. So here we try again the weathers and the scatter shots. I try this time also the crimson, most likely as a trigger or target for uh, bolts. Let's see if they see it. They need to, because it's counterproductive most of the time. We force them to go to our face, which is something that we don't want. But we might force them to kill our core mana producers. That actually could be good. Oh man, we have this is a hand that could work, but I don't really like. So we will go to a low amount again. They also mulligan this time. This end is way better. Ah, they went to 4. I didn't notice that. So here, what we could do, and could be a 9-point Weather the Storm turn 2, but we can most likely do it also turn 3 after having played the Overgrown. Have the perfect mana. Highway Robbery is fine. Here we play the wall, so next turn we will gain the lives. And the turn after we could theoretically play the end. So they are discarding what? Kitchen imp, it's fine. And they are very fast back in cards. Probably the worst card we could draw here. But anyhow, we are going to our plan. Gain 9 life. Let's hope they kill the elf anyhow, which is not too bad. We will cycle the end. But we should have a little bit of breathing room again. We might cycle the end of... No, yeah, we cycle it now. Because it turns on possible Sagus. Here we are just going to play blockers. We are open for ends again. They obviously put the pyros in, which is something I'm not really sure is correct. I'm sure it is not correct in mono red. I'm not totally sure here. We are basically at the same point as before. We need almost all our draws will be good. Weather is fine. Let's see if they do something. They play 2 or 3 spells. That would be ideal. 3 would be very good. They play only one, which is nothing. Here we find another wall, which is okay. Let's see if they have the Gal Blast. Let's see how many they have. One. If they have two, it will be so good. They are kind of playing around our weather, but it's fine to me because they are slowly going down in cards. Here we find this. Now they might be playing a lot of things. This is the third lightning bolt, but it's okay because still we are at a higher life total that we were at the beginning of the turn. And we still have the open weather and now also open ends. The kitchen imp. We go to 7. I doubt they are going to play anything else. But now we are going to play the weather just in case. We need to finally draw something though, which is still not happening, but at least we slow the bleeding. If they kill a creature for us is very good, they do. But I'm not very confident about this game because we have drawn nothing. And we keep drawing nothing. They had 5 bolts already, 5 or 6. We are to 10, down to 10, so we are very close to be dead. Next turn we are most likely dead. Let's see. And once again we get a very good amount of nothing. If we don't die, we might have a chance. But it seems really improbable to me. They played only one arms, one vampire keys, one. Okay, so this was unexpected. So it seems they have only length, which is really unexpected. Here we are going to play around some possible things. And let's see how many lives we can gain. Yeah, I think we can gain 6, which is very, very unexpected. Okay, so we are back to a very good life total. We ripped 2 life in a row. Opponent is clearly mana flooded. No, 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 cancel. Ah, they considered. Okay. Okay, we are 3-1 with very unusual games. Still, the weather plan doesn't seem so effective, at least against the Madras. Let's see if we can get the 4-1. Game 5 against Salsiccia Furiosa 97, which is quite a funny Italian nickname, meaning furious sausage. We once again mulligan to 5, to 4. This is okay. So here we are going to hope to 4 to hope our Quirion survives. We are okay. This is good. If they have the spell pierce, we are dead. If they don't, we can start playing. And they do have it, and we concede. And it's obviously slow rolling it without any reason. So this is most likely terror. So what we are going to play are the archers and 2 bodyguards and the crab. What we are removing are 2 land grants, 1 sheet wall, 1 no, Sagu no, because we removed the land grants, the tuck tuck, and 1 warlords. We could actually, well, let's try this way. We could remove 1 Orochi. So the Mulligan to 4 on the play, relying on land grant and the draw, sorry, and the facing the spell pierce. It's part of the things. It's actually the corner case against land grant, or at least land grant with such low amount of lands. Let's try again. This time we have a pretty good hand. So we are going to Saruli into Overgrown into Benevolent Bodyguard to play the Sagu turn 5, turn 3 most likely. They are mulliganing. So we go our Ceruli. Let's see what they play. I would expect them to play a Delver, or hope to play a Delver. Ah, we're against Fairies, which is actually better for us, because Benevolent Bodyguard is very, very good also against all the enchantment they play. The only annoying thing is that now we have to be careful about our Quirion. So if they do not do anything, of course they might have gut shot. If they have the gut shot, it's okay if they waste it on the Benevolent Body. Assuming they do not have the gut shot and they do not play anything turn 2, we will go with the Sagu. If they play a ninja, we will actually go X-Men into Sagu. They are not playing the ninja, so we are going to play our Sagu. If they counter it, we play. They do counter it. We play the Quirion. The good thing is that we are going to sideboarding exactly the same against both Terror and Fairies. Now they are very probably going to play a ninja. They are not. Weird. Here we might bait out a spell starter. If they fall for it, they do not. We would have played the Axebane. This way we just have a second query on board. I didn't notice how this cried. Still no ninjas and no lands. Okay, so here we are going to resolve one of the Axebanes. Which is not very ideal anyhow, because we have no cards in hand, so we will have to wait. They will at least do 3 damage a turn. We have quite a good amount of good things to draw, but we need to draw 2. If they have a ninja, this is going to take quite a while. They still are without lands, apparently. Here the snap could be an issue, but yeah, we need to draw two good cards in a row, or an end. This is quite a good card. Let's try one turn of waiting. The only thing we will like against fairies more than against Delver Terror is the Tuck Tuck. Still no ninja. Yeah, no problem. We just wait. They found a land, so they could have double interaction or ninja plus interaction. The problem is okay, so this gives us a tiny chance, but we need to draw something because we are dead to a single ninja. Okay, so Sarul into one. So they seem to have spare pierce in hand. Or foil. Okay, so this is not bad because it allows us, let's see if they have a null, they don't. It allows us to play the archer into Axebane. Into one life. Now the question is, do we want to scry or not? If we free this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 turns, and we stop this from attacking. So yes, we do it. So now we are dead only to double ninja. That could happen. If it does, it's okay. No, we are not at double ninja, to triple ninja. 0 ninjas. Okay, we should have gotten this game. So the first thing is to kill all the fairies. The second thing is to try the alchemist. Now we are going to go caverns and just create a bit of mana of any possible color. We know we need a lot to play the end. And of course, we find the drift, but it's okay. I think they might have a hydroblast, so they think they could get us with it. Okay, 2 of 3 we take. We play another ant, presumably. Yes, we pay for free another ant. Then we play Warwolf and a Wine that allow us to find the kill with protection of some sort. Super tiny. So we make 7 mana. Opponent is making use our time, even though we are more or less with the same clock. Here now we do no, yeah, okay, they considered. Okay, so against fairies on the draw, we just want back the duck duck. And what do we take out for it? I think another land grant. Very, very risky. We have only 8 real length, which is most likely 60% of having one in hand. No, probably a little more. Okay, here we have a reasonable hand, even though it's a little slow. Let's see if they have turn one fairy. They do. Here we find a very, very good Sagu. We take the forest. Now let's see if they go for the ninja. They did mulligan to 6. No, they do have the ninja, which might be. See if they don't have the second land, it is good for us, even though we take another ninja hit. Now they might have the spell, the enchantment. They don't, so they play trying to find. Of course, we block. If you have mutagenic, it's fine. They do one top, one bottom. So here, what we are going to do is Quirion into Axebane. Next turn we have multiple things we can do. Now the top should be the land, I guess. Let's see if the ninja game. Okay, here we are going to block. Okay, the fact that they didn't ninja, it's very, very good for us. So let's first try to see if they want to spell stutter this. They don't, so let's see if they want to counter this. They don't. So let's see if we actually don't do anything else. This game is now, I would say, heavily in our favor. They kept a risky hand. If they are tapped out, we have to win. They are not tapped out, but they cannot attack. Okay, so we gain our lives. They actually have to discard. Okay, here we create another fairy. We do another ant. We actually play lid. Let's see if they have envelope. And here we have quite a bit of things. So we have this, into this, into this, into life game. Okay, they should be basically dead. We can even attack. Four lands. They really have to do a lot of things to stop our hand, which is very, very, very. Okay, here we have one. We just kill the fairies first. Then we just let them use one envelope if they have it. They don't. So we take our drift and we go for Galvanic Alchemist. Let's see if they have the counter. They do. Here we then go. Sorry for a moment. We are back. Okay, excuse me. So what I wanted to do was first of all to untap and play. And they concede. Okay, so we end up 4-1 once again. This time being reasonably lucky, a little unlucky only, not really sure about the weather plans. We were able to mulligan to 4 in 2 land grant in 2 spell pierce and still win the match. So the deck is working. Not sure if it's the best one for the moment, but yeah, we played different kinds of deck without huge problems. Thank you as always for watching. See you probably next week and enjoy Pauper. Ciao!